Just by introducing yourself and what you play in the band.
Yes, my name is Rick, and I'm the singer of Adelitas Way.
Very cool. We are out at the Carnival of Madness tour in Baltimore, Maryland today. So how are you enjoying Carnival of Madness?
It's one of the best tours we've ever been on. You know, I think Carnival of Madness is going to be something that's going to be around for a long time. You know, I don't want to compare it to Woodstock, obviously. But you know, Woodstock goes every year. People come out, they have fun. You know, the Carnival of Madness is going to turn into a name that people hear, and they're like, "What are you doing next? You know, what are you doing next month?" I'm going to go to the Carnival of Madness, and because what it is a bunch of fun bands. It's a bunch of parties. It's a bunch of rock music. It's a bunch of guys hanging out after the show. It's amazing. I mean, I think the reason some rock shows or some shows in general aren't selling like they once were is because people are forgetting how fun they are. People are forgetting what it's like to really go and have a good time at a rock show. You know, you come out to a Theory of a Deadman show, an Adelitas Way show, an Alter Bridge show, a Shinedown show. You know, you're gonna have a great time. You know, and people I think don't really, you know, they don't go a couple times, they forget how fun it is.
So this has got to be almost like a reunion for you. I mean, you've shared the stage with a lot of these bands before.
Yeah. You know what? We're really good friends with Theory. You know, Tyler performed on our record, Homeschool Valedictorian. I wrote a song with him called I Want to Be. We toured with them on our first album cycle. You know, they're a band that I feel has helped us get to where we are. You know, they've guided us, they've brought us out, they've helped us grow as a group. You know, when a band is willing to bring out a new band like us before, I mean, obviously now we're a little more involved in the game and we've done some more things, but you know, at the gate on our first record, no one really knew who we were, and Theory of a Deadman brought us out for 3 months, you know, and that got us so many new fans, and people started talking about us, and here we are again on another album cycle, Homeschool Valedictorian, and first band saying, "Oh yeah, we'll bring out Adelitas Way out, Theory of a Deadman." You know, so I feel like it is it is all of us getting together again, and I think it's because we have fun. All of us have fun on tour. You know, they want to bring us out because we're fun. We want to go out with them because they're fun, and it just makes sense. It makes sense to do it.
So which band has the best after parties?
I mean, Theory's up there.
That's the
Theory's up there. You know what? The guys aren't party machines. Like, no one's getting shit-faced drunk. It's not sloppy mess. It's all very, very good vibed. Great music back there. Everybody's just hanging out together, eating, barbecuing. Like, we have a great time on this tour. You know, and it's not like, oh, I don't remember yesterday. It's not that kind of. It's not that kind of. It's like all of us conversating, hanging out. You know, we got Mark Tremonti on this tour, who's like the nicest guy on earth, man. You can sit and talk to Mark for an hour because he's so interesting. You know, you got, you know, Dave from Theory of a Deadman, nicest guy ever. Tyler, Dean. I mean, these guys, Joe. These guys are great. It's amazing.
So, you know, when we talked to you before, a while ago, you know, Invincible was just starting to take off as a single, and now, you know, Sick is like #1 at rock radio. How does that feel? Like, what's the transition been like?
It feels like all of our hard work is paying off. It feels like, you know, if we would have regressed if we would have had, you know, Invincible peaked out at 4, if we would have come out with Sick and would have did 7, I would have been like, man, we're going backwards. You know what I mean? Like, but we didn't. We came out, we had 4 on our first single, our first record. It was a great building block for us. You know, things take longer nowadays. You know, records take longer to break, bands take longer to break, unless you're a flash in the pan. We're trying to build this thing the real way, the ground up, real fans. Our first record got us some recognition. The second record is, you know, we coming off of #1 with Sick. The song's really establishing us as a band that's going to be here for a while. Now we have a new single climbing up the charts called Collapse. It's been out for a week, 2 weeks now. It's been #1 most added record 2 weeks in a row, and it's flying up the rock chart. So hopefully we'll be following a #1 with a #1. You know,
we can certainly hope so.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
So, do you ever get a feeling that the song is like destined to be a single, or does it ever surprise you that the certain song performed that well?
I think they're always a surprise. You never know what to expect. I think as far as our band, I think we're destined to do the damn thing. You know, I think we're destined to be a band that people want to see, a band that's going to eventually, you know, like I said, headline shows, a band that's going to, we're actually putting together a headlining tour right now. And I think we're destined to be something. We're destined to make noise. We're destined to be one of the better rock bands coming out. But you never know how a song's going to perform. You never know. If everybody could predict it, people would be writing hits out there. I think the only guy that can predict it is fucking Chester and Chad Kroger. They're the only two that I think sit there and go, well, this is going to be a #1. You know?
Yeah, it's either that or the producers behind them.
You know what, though? To give a lot of credit to rock bands, This is where I think we separate ourselves from the men, from the boys. You got artists like Kesha and these pop artists who really aren't writing their own shit. You know, the producers are dictating whether the song's a hit. In rock and roll, these bands are doing it themselves. Chad Kroger's a hit writing machine. Tyler Connolly's a hit writing machine. Brent Smith from Shinedown is a hit writing machine. Those guys are in there writing the lyrics, the melodies. You know, yeah, they're in there working with a person or two, but they're the geniuses behind the madness. You know what I mean? I've worked with Tyler. I've sat down and written a song with him, me and him, that made our record, and that guy is a genius. He knows how to write songs. I feel like I know how to write songs. There's nobody with a ghost pen behind there writing our shit for us. Rock bands come out, and I think we deserve a little more respect than we're getting. You know, like we're selling less records than R&B people and rap people and pop people, and they're not writing their own shit.
Well, that's the thing. If you
they're
go and
manufactured.
It's like if you go and ask any of those pop stars what the song's about or what it means to them,
idea.
They can't tell you.
They want to bang in the club, dude. Yeah, like this, you know, this thing's about to blow. Like, what the hell is that? But you know what? People like to dance to it. It's cool right now.
Yeah.
I remember in 1999 when the Backstreet Boys were cool and they were selling 10 million records, and now they're out. Kesha will be out. They'll be out of the way, and rock will come back. So,
well, yeah, I think it always comes back to rock bands continuing to have the solid or more loyal
fans and great songs. There are a lot of artists out there that just write great songs, and it's just I feel like we've done it with Homeschool Valedictorian. There's a song or two on this record I think is going to take us to the next place, and that's what it's all about. It comes down to working hard and having the songs.
So what type of legacy do you hope to leave in the industry?
You know, I want to make noise. You know, I want to be a band that people talk about, and people are like, man, that band made great records. They were great live. I mean, I think our live show is one of our best assets. And I want to have fun. That's the number one thing. I want to have fun and support my family. If I could do those two things, you know, I don't need to be, you know, would I like to be the biggest rock star in the world? You know, that'd be great. You know what I mean? If I said no, then I'd be the liar.
Yeah.
But I'm also content with playing music for our amazing fans who come and support us, supporting my family, and doing this. You know, I'm happy with the opportunity I have to be able to play music for a living and share the stage with the bands I share the stage with and play in front of the people that I play in front of. You know, that does it. That's enough. That right there is a legacy in itself. I played in front of 1 million people. Mm-hmm. You know, it's great.
So, who would you list as, you know, maybe your top influence or an album that left a lasting impression on you?
Oh, there's so many, but definitely Metallica. Mm-hmm. You know, Metallica is, they're just, I don't even know how to explain it, man. I listen to Metallica all the time. You know, Linkin Park, another band. You know, I listen to Linkin Park probably more than any other band. Them two, Metallica and Linkin Park, are like the two I'm in the gym working out to. You know.
You have a go-to song when you're having a hard time.
Oh, yeah. One Step Closer.
Yeah. That's definitely one of those ones where you just scream out the whole shut up part.
If I'm ever being lazy as shit and I'm like, you know, I don't want to work out, I'll just pop that song on my iPod and I'll be in the gym like, rah.
So after Carnival of Madness, you have the this 48 Hours Festival coming up very soon.
In our hometown.
That's awesome.
Las Vegas. Viva love it. Viva, I love it.
And I mean, the lineup for that show is just sick. So.
Unbelievable. I'm going to be backstage getting autographs.
Wow.
You know, that's how big the lineup is.
Yeah, no doubt.
Usually I see bands and I'm friends with them all. Hey, how are you guys doing? On that one, I'm like, oh, I've been sevenfold. I'm going to get an autograph. No, I'm ecstatic. I'm so pumped to play that show. And you know, outside of the Carnival of Madness, you know, we're also, in October, we're doing a headlining run. We're going to do our own first major headlining tour, the first big one, you know, so.
So what are your expectations for that?
No, you know, you never can. Mm-hmm. You just got to hope that everybody comes out and supports the bands and, you know, people appreciate the music. You know, I think we'll be okay, though. I mean, you know, we've headlined a couple shows here and there, and they've all done very well.
So which city has the craziest fans?
What city has the craziest fans? I think I have so many memories, I can't just pin one down, but Missoula, Montana, great town to play.
Really?
Wichita, great town to play. Kansas, Knoxville, Tennessee, great town to play. Nashville, great. I mean, I can be here all day. Baltimore, this is a great city to play. You know, not a great city to walk around the streets in, but a great city to play, definitely.
So, that's just for fun question for you. What's the strangest rumor that you've heard about the band?
I've heard a bunch.
Really?
Yeah, I think one of the funniest rumors I've ever heard is there was a rumor circulating that I was... No, I don't want to get into that because my wife will kill me. No, there was a rumor. People ask a lot if I dated Lizzie Hale from Hailstone.
Oh.
And I don't know why. I'm like, like because we toured together maybe a lot. I don't know, but amazing person, you know. But she's, you know, we both have our separate life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're very, you know, it's. But I've heard that, and another crazy rumor I've heard. I hear all kinds of stuff. It's pretty funny. I heard that Rob, our guitar player, I heard that there's a rumor floating around that he's like the biggest dickhead of any tour. You know, they're like, you can't even look at him. Like, you know how Prince used to say, don't look him in the eye.
Yeah.
You can't speak to him. The Rob does that sometimes too.
Don't point that. Don't point that.
You know. I'm just kidding. Rob's a sweet, sexy man.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, we get rumors spread in the land of music.
Yeah, that's that beautiful thing about being able to add what you want to Wikipedia.
Yeah, I think anybody saying that you know, when you hear bands are a dickhead, like, oh, that guy's a dickhead. You know, I've heard that about bands before, and I've never. Every time I meet the band that everybody says it about, they're like the nicest guys. You know, I'm like, who called this band dickheads? Like, these guys are so nice. And I think just some people click better with other people, but like, you know, there are bands that I've toured with that people have told me like, yeah, they're not very nice, and then we went out with them. And they're like, I'm like, this band is like the nicest band on earth.
Sometimes it's probably just a bad day or something.
Yeah, you say one bad thing to somebody and they think you're a jerk. You're like, you know, or you don't hear somebody say hi to you, you just keep walking. Like, oh, that guy's a fucking asshole. Like, we all try to be nice out here. You know, first things first, you gotta treat people with respect, and everybody's gotta get along out here.
So how, like, hands-on are you with fans and everything?
Oh, I sign. I'm on stage. I'm signing autographs, taking pictures of everybody. I'm very hands-on with our fans. I like our fans. You know, I like to go out and say hi to them and meet them all. And without them, we wouldn't be here. You know, so it's great to see the faces that are buying your records and the faces that are coming to see you. You know, I like that. That's a fun part for me. That's a part of the music industry that's changed that I enjoy. Mm-hmm. I enjoy that fans have more access to us because I like to meet them. You know, I like that shit.
Well, before it used to be the rock star was so far away and you had to go through
some people are like that. Some are still that way. You don't have access to every rock star. You'll come to shows and you will not meet a lot of your favorite rock stars. Some enjoy it. I am one who I go out and love meeting our fans. Will I be like that forever? I don't know. If I'm doing this for 10 years, then you never know. You can't predict the future, but I like it right now. Rob is a dickhead, it's true.
No, I was going to ask, how is it for you?
Rob, come in this interview with me. People need to see your face. Look at this.
Hi.
Right here. I'm going to tell you, this is Rob.
Hi.
Hi.
And
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
He is one of the best guitar players in the game.
Thanks, dude.
I'm giving you, you know, he's my little Tremonti, dude.
No.
He's my little Tremonti. You know, they got.
I'm trying.
Yeah, he's great, man. So, okay, I just wanted to introduce you.
Thanks, dude.
I love when you rock.
Dude.
You got a hug on camera.
That's cute. I love it. Where was I? Okay. I was going to ask how it was for you as an artist when a fan comes up and says that your music's affected them in a certain way.
It's the most gratifying. Like, I'm trying to think of the right word to use. It makes me feel like I've done exactly what I seeked out to do. Sometimes you get this little feeling, because sometimes people disrespect music so much that you get this feeling of hopelessness. People aren't appreciating what you're doing. Do I feel like we're one of the most underrated bands in rock and roll? I do. I'm gonna go out and say it. I feel like we're underrated. I feel like we've been touring forever. We've put out solid records about real shit. You know, I don't write bullshit songs. I write about my life. I write about things I've been through. We perform live. We have some of the best musicians out. You know, from drummer to guitar player. I mean, and when somebody comes up and they appreciate a record we made, they appreciate a song we wrote, it makes me realize that they're listening. They, you know, if somebody comes up and they don't know about the record, or I've heard one song on the radio, they don't know.
No.
They don't know what we're about. You know what I mean? So, but it is when somebody appreciates our music. We have fans that appreciate our music, and they appreciate a lot of things.
I'm sure you can tell the difference too.
I treat those fans differently than I treat other people. Those fans really touch a place in my heart, and I remember them. And every time I see them, I give them a hug, and you know, they're why we do this. They're the people we're trying to reach out to.
That definitely makes
you know.
sense. And I'm sure you know that you're able to tell just by listening to the stories or listening.
You can
to
see.
this.
You can. I see people in the front row of shows I recognize. I'm like, oh, there's Jen. She comes to every show we play. She has our T-shirt on. She sings every word to the songs. You know, I'm gonna shout him out right now. Peter Garrison. I'm gonna say it. Peter, you're in another interview because you're one of our most biggest fans. You know, we have a lot like that. We have. You know, I see people I know. We have. You know, there's a girl in Chicago named Beth, who comes to all of our shows and loves us. And I want to shout all of them out. I want to shout out every person that comes. But you see them. They have our T-shirt on. They're telling other people about us. They're telling people you need to come watch this band. They know every word to every song. They appreciate us for what we are, the artists. They appreciate our music. They appreciate us as people. And the world needs more people like that.
Very true. Very well put.
Yeah.
So, what is the best way for us to keep up to date with you? Obviously, all the social networking.
Facebook, I gotta say, is like you can literally know when we're eating. You know, like we're on Facebook. We like to let our fans know what's going on, and we are very, very active on there. Very active. Facebook.com/Adelitas Way, and Twitter. Those two things, you'll know what's going on with us at all times.
Great.
And if you go buy a record on iTunes.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Well, is there any message or comment you'd like to share with our site?
Always want to thank the fans. I always thank them. I want to thank you guys for supporting us. I want to thank the fans for letting us do this. And that's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you so much.
I
It was a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
That was a good interview too.